You are listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast. This is the place where content creators come to learn how to create profitable content that positions themselves as an authority and grows their online businesses. Get ready to take your content to a whole new level with your host, Kristen Poborski.
I'm sure you've heard all of the buzz. Everybody's talking about using AI agents and automating content creation with them. And if you've been feeling hesitant about using them, you're not alone. A lot of people think that AI will replace their creativity or make their content feel robotic. I even got an email in my inbox the other day from someone who is a copywriter who was angry that I'm even talking about replacing my team with agents that will help me create better content, and I don't even need to use a copywriter. If she thought about it, she would be using AI agents too to help her do a better job and faster for her clients. Because as you're going to see today, I'm going to show you plenty of ways that you can use AI, especially AI agents, to create better content faster and have it capture your voice. Now, I'm Kristen Poborski, for those of you who don't know me, and together, if you stick with me, we're going to debunk the myths that you've been told about using AI agents, showcase my success that I've had with them, and walk you through the easy steps to make you feel more confident about using AI agents. So let's talk about the myths that everybody's talking about. Just like that person who showed up in my email, and I've had people over here in YouTube all saying it sounds robotic, it steals your creativity, and it makes everyone sound the same. I get it. When not used correctly, these agents can and will do that. It'll be just like the days when maybe you hired a copywriter or somebody on your team to write your content for you because you didn't have time. So in reality, AI is really a tool to help you be more creative, to create ideas for your content faster. And it doesn't have to be robotic. In reality, it needs your guidance, and the best results come from you refining your AI-generated drafts with your own insights, your stories, your voice, okay? And again, AI can make everybody sound the same, but you can train it with your voice and your style. I even teach it in a simple $7 masterclass, how to train AI to sound like you. There's 3 ingredients that we go through that. We create a brand voice guide, a writing style guide. We give it a list of overused words not to use. And then we teach you how to do that. So if you want to grab that link, it's right down below in the show notes. Go check it out. For $7, you'll be writing better content with AI in the next hour. Okay, so let's keep going here. So here's what I do. I have a couple of agents who help me with creating a content plan. This is what they're really good at. You give them the information that you know about what you want to talk about and who your audience is. So I have that. It generates my AI agent. His name is Alex. He generates 6 months worth of script ideas or content ideas, plus questions about each topic in less than 5 minutes. No, I think it's like a minute or 2 at the very most. And normally that would have taken me hours to do, but it gives me a great starting point. So I'm not just sitting there at my desk, twiddling my thumbs going, oh my God, what do I write about? He comes up with these great ideas that are aligned with what my audience wants, what their pain points are, the things they need my help with, and what I do in my business. From there, I use the next person. Her name's Maya. And yes, I've trained her to sound like me. And if you want to grab that masterclass, it's right down in the notes. Or you can just keep following along here with me, but I've taught her to sound like me. So then when it comes time to write that script from these content ideas, she and I can go back and forth with the content, with my brand voice guide, my writing style guide, so I can come up with a script and a longer script that I can speak, just like this one I have right here. I wrote it, co-wrote it with Maya. Took me a lot less time and no writing blocks because she is my partner and we were going back and forth. So you can see you definitely need to be partners with your AI and train it to sound like you, right? So she writes that whole script in more detail with my input. I copy and paste it and I do my final inputs. I then take and put my own story ideas, all the things that make this unique to me. So this is why human oversight is so essential, because I'm guiding my agents, both Alex, the content plan, and Maya, my script writer, with my insights, the things that I know, the things that I've done, my frameworks, my success stories, things like that. And it ensures that I personalize my content with my authenticity. But I go a step further. Before I repurpose anything, I take that script, I'm following it as a general outline, and I go and record it, just like I'm doing right here. Then I go back to my team of agents, and I have, I think it's Sophia. Yeah, and she is over there. She is my social media strategist. She helps me repurpose all my content into blog posts, a YouTube description, podcast description, an email to my list. And that blog post, it's SEO optimized and it gets posted as a draft right on my my blog in WordPress. It's amazing. But because I've trained her, and I've automated her. So she's not a workflow. She's an automation that I created in a tool I call Make. I push a button. I take my transcript. I push a button. It goes right to the folder where that transcript is. It processes it through Claude. It has the prompt. That's an AI for those of you who don't know. And it puts it all into the folders where I need it to go and also on my blog post. So then in less than 3 minutes, I have all 4 of these pieces of content. Now I go back in again and look at these things as I'm copying and pasting or editing them in WordPress to make sure. But because she's using my transcript, she's knowing what I'm saying, she's incorporating my stories, my brand voice, all of that so that the content sounds like me. But this is why, even though she does that, I take one more look. And what used to take me 2 hours to do every single week is done in less than 30 minutes. So it's pretty awesome to have that, right? So I really want you to think about what I've shared with you here as far as my stories and my process to help you shift your mindset from fear to empowerment. So instead of seeing AI agents or AI as a threat, like that person who was in my inbox thinking it was going to take her job as a copywriter, and shift it, what she needed to do was she needed to see that, oh my gosh, if I trained AI to sound like my clients and I used all my copywriting, I could create better output for my clients in half the time. Just like I had to make that shift 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, when I first started using AI. I was like skeptical. How could it sound like me? All the things that I'm sure you're thinking about. But I started experimenting. And I really learned to see that it's an excellent tool that I can use to stay relevant out on social media, stay top of mind, grow my audience, and show up in my clients and my students' inbox every single week. So again, it's a way to enhance what you're already doing, make it easier, take less time, cost less. because now I don't need a huge team to help me run my content part of my business. It's myself and my assistant. And it's actually helped to make her better at what she does because the output I train it to create is much better. It's formatted in an easy to copy, like it comes out like it all formatted so she can just copy and paste rather than her trying to think about how I wanted to copy and paste. There's less room for mistakes. So let's talk about some easy ways that you, if you're beginning, to start using AI. So what I want you to do is think about creating an AI or even just going in and telling it, I want to create content for my business. This is who my avatar is. This is the problems they're dealing with. And this is what I want to teach. And trust me, if you ask it for 6 months worth of ideas, it'll come up with it. You can ask it for the most common asked questions about every topic idea that it generates. You can experiment with all of that kind of stuff. You could even ask it to take it and write a script. But all along the way, give it its feedback. Have fun. It's like an assistant. It's like your research assistant, and you can have these amazing conversations with it. That's all you've got to do. And if you want help teaching AI to sound like you, that's a great place for you to get started. For only $7, I have this masterclass where I show you step-by-step how to do this so that you can be confident using AI to help you create content that sounds like you in less than 60 minutes. You can take that and apply it to all these things that I've talked about right here in this video or podcast, whatever you're looking for. And the link is right down below in the notes. Thanks for joining me today. I hope I've empowered you to not fear AI, to get started using AI agents. And I've got a whole lot more, whether or not you're on my podcast, you're listening to my podcast or my YouTube. Click subscribe, leave a comment, and check out everything else I've got here waiting for you.
You've been listening to the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, where content creators go to learn how to take their content creation to the next level. If you love the Profitable Content Creator Podcast, we'd love for you to subscribe, rate, and give us a review on iTunes. Until next time.